Hello friends, this is tutorial number 8 in this C++ design pattern course. In this tutorial we will talk about Abstract Factory. We have already used Abstract Factory, but I will explain you how we can create different objects with one Abstract Factory. First, I have here simple hello world application. I have, like in the previous tutorials, I have created application header and CPP file. Here in the CPP I just have included standard namespace and IOStream, and in the header file I have included standard namespace. I don't have any class, and here I have simple hello world program in the main. And let's start with application header file. We will create, as always, namespace. We will call it my namespace. And it will be the similar like in the previous tutorials. We will have our car abstract class. With one virtual void create function. It will be abstract. We will define it with, initialize it with 0. And we will also create one virtual destructor. And now we will create derived classes. Class BMW. It will extend the car. It will have void create function, which will be overridden. And I will just copy, and I will create two more classes. We will have Audi and Toyota, but I forgot one thing. I forgot to write a public. And also here. All of these functions are public. Now we need to create, we will create one more class. The name of the class will be color. It will be abstract class. And we will create one virtual void function. The name of the function will be paint. And it will be pure virtual function. And we will create one virtual destructor. Now we will create three derived classes of color. For example, first one will be red. It will extend color. And it will have a void function paint, which will be a function from the base class, and it will be overridden. just copy and I will paste it 2 times. Once, twice, and here we have a red color, red derived class. Now we will have blue and we will have black. That will be fine. Now let's create another class. We need to create abstract factory class. And it will be also abstract class. Let's create it will have two public functions. First one will be, but of course it will be virtual. First function will return a color, and the name of the function will be getColor. And it will have a string. It will be constant string color as a parameter, and it can be a pure virtual function, and we will have the same for the car. Virtual car get car, and as a parameter we will have constant string car equals to 0, and this class is abstract. We can create one virtual destructor. And that will be fine. Now we need to create 2 derived classes. First one will be color factory, and it will extend abstract factory. And we will have 2 functions from the base class. It will be color get color and constant string color as a parameter, and it will be overridden. And we will have the same for the car. And we will also need a car factory, but it will be similar. I will copy this color factory, I will paste it, and instead of color I will type car, and the rest should be the same. It will have the same functions, and we will need one more class. The name can be factory producer, it will not extend any of these classes. And also in the color and the car factory I forgot public. And factory producer also will be public. And we will have first we will have a color factory. No, it will not be a factory, it will be abstract factory, sorry. And the name of the parameter will be, of the function will be get factory. And we will have constant string type as a parameter. The point is, this abstract factory, this function will create a factory, but it depends which type of object is it, or it's a car, or it's a color, or it's some another object. And also, just one more thing, all of these functions can have, all of these classes can have virtual destructor, color factory, and let's also create for the car factory. And also we will create a virtual destructor for the factory producer, sorry. That should be okay. Now we need to test to see if it will work properly. Let's build and run to see if we have, of course we have some errors. Let me see where is the error. We are not using standard library. That means that we need to include string. I always forget to include string. Let's try again. Now it works. Okay, now let's move to application CPP file. Now we need to define all of these functions that we have created. Let me first also include string here. And we need to call namespace, my namespace that we have created. Let me see. We have a car class which is abstract, which is okay. Now we need to first we need to define create functions for these three derived classes. Let's start. Void first will be BMW create, and we will print BMW create function. One simple sentence, like in previous tutorials. We'll copy and we paste it 2 times, and here we will change. Here will be Audi. Also in the sentence will be Audi. You already know how to do it. And here will be Toyota, and also here will be Toyota. And now we have abstract class color, which is okay, and it has 3 derived classes with a function paint, and we need to define this function. Void first will be red color paint, and also let's write some sentence. I will write painting in a red color. It will be enough. And now I will just copy. I will paste it 2 times for another 2 classes. Okay, red is defined. Now here we will change to blue, and we will paint in blue color. And the same thing we will do with black. That's okay. Now we have abstract factory. The class is abstract, which is fine. And we have a color and car factory. Let's first define these 2 functions, get color and get a car, from color factory. Okay, first function returns color. It's from color factory. Get color, and it has this constant string color. I will just copy and paste it to save some time. Now let's define it. We will test this color. If color, it depends which parameter in this parameter color will be the name of the color. It can be blue, red, black, orange, green. We'll just test it. First, if color equals to red, I will use uppercase here. It will simply return new red. And we will need else if condition. Else if color equals to blue, it will return new blue. And we will also write the same for the black color. It will return new black. And we will write else statement. If any of these conditions is not good, we will return, we will not throw any exception, we will just return null pointer. And also we need to define, we have a get car function from color factory too. It will return a car from color factory, get car, and this is a color factory. It cannot produce, it can produce a car, and we also have constant string car as a parameter, and in this function we will simply return null pointer. Okay, we have defined color factory. Now we also have the same functions from the car factory. And let's start. We have a color from the car factory, and we have a function get color, constant string color as a parameter, and we will simply return, this is a car factory, we can produce a color, we will return a null pointer. And now we need a get car from the car factory. It has constant string reference of car as a parameter, and we will do the similar thing like we did with the color. We will test this car. If car equals to BMW, we will return new BMW. We will do the same for Audi. Car equals to we will return new Audi. And we have left Toyota. It will return new Toyota. And we need else statement. If any of these condition is not true, we will just return null PTR. Okay, let me check here, and we have only left factory producer. It's a get factory function. It will return abstract factory, but one more thing, just let me I have forgot here the pointers. Each function has a pointer here. I have forgot also. Abstract factory, and the name of the function is from the factory producer, and it's a get factory, and we have a string, constant string type as a parameter. And we will test this type. If type equals to color, it will return new color. Depending of this type of the parameters, which is a string, if for example it's a color, we will have new color, new object color, and if it is car, we will have a new car. And let's type for the car, if type equals car, we will return, it will not be a car, it will be a car factory, sorry, my mistake. And also for the color, it will not be a color, it will be a color factory. And we need else, because we have only, in this case we have color and car, we don't have another. We will write else statement, and in that case we will just return null ptr. Okay, now we need to see, let me just format this source code a little. Now we need to see if this will work properly. Okay, it works for now. Now let's move to our main CPP file. First we will need to include some things. We need to include application header file, and also we need to include string, and we need to call also namespace that we have created, my namespace. Let's delete this hello world. And first thing that we need to create one factory producer. And we will call it producer. We need to allocate it in the memory, equals to new factory producer. Simple one. And now when we have producer, we need to create a factory. We can see if it will be a car or color factory. We will create both of them. Let's create first color factory, but it will be, the object will be abstract factory. It is, of course, it's a base class of both factories. Let's create abstract factory, and we will call it color factory. I will use, we have color factory class, and to prevent some it will be just color fact, or it can be color producer. Maybe it will be better. It will be just the name. You can, if you want, you can name it color factory or color production, whatever you want. But this will be, we need to call a function. Just a second. We will call the get factory function from the factory producer. It will not be abstract factory color producer, it will be new. No, we will just call get a factory function from the producer. Get factory, and we will need string as a parameter. I will just type we have a car and we have a color. It will be a color producer and it will be a color. I am using, of course, because we have defined it, this is a case sensitive, and if we type a lowercase, it will return null. Of course, if you want, I already explained you how to create a function to convert a string in uppercase in my previous tutorial. And now this will create a color factory. We call it color producer, and now we can create a color. The name of color, it can be color 1. Also, it will not be new color. We will just use this color producer. And we will just call the function. We can't, if we call the function get car, it will just return null pointer. We don't want it. We want to get color. Now we need to, it has a string color as a parameter. Now we need to write the name of the color. We will write red with uppercase. And now when we have created a color, we can call create a function from the color. Its color, the name of the color is color 1. Now it's not a create, we have a paint function in the color. The create function is for car. And now what can we do? We can delete. We will delete color 1 at this moment for now. We just want to test it to see if it will work properly. As you can see, painting in red color, we have successfully created a red color. And also we can, of course, we can test another colors. And we can also, I forgot to create a car factory, car producer. Okay, we have a color producer here, and I will also create another abstract factory, and I will call it car producer. And I will also use this producer. It can create a car, a color, and if we define some more objects, it can create another objects too. Let's call this producer. I will call get factory function, and in this case it will be a car. Okay, let me just separate it a little. We have producer, we have two abstract factories, one for the color and one for the car. We have created the color, calling a get color function from the color producer. It's a object color factory. And now let's use a car factory. We need to create a car. We will call it car 1 equals to car producer, and we'll just call get car function get car, and it will be Audi. Pretty much simple. And we will just call create function from the car 1 that we have created, and let's delete car 1. Of course, we can first, we will just try to see if everything will work. As you can see, it works like a charm, painting in red color and Audi create function. And also we can delete all. I will just use this color 1 and color 1, and we can change the strings to see if it will work for another object, for example black, blue color, or Toyota or BMW. And I can also delete car producer. I can also delete just a second, color producer, and I can delete producer 2. It will not affect, and it will work perfectly fine, because we don't need it anymore. We will just use these two objects. Now let me change the color. If I change to black, as you can see, painting in black color, it works perfectly fine, but the problem is if I type lowercase. But now I will not use this function to convert a string in uppercase. We will not. You can, if you want to know how to do it, you can watch my previous tutorial. Just to show you again, if we use brown, of course we don't have it, and it will simply crash our program. I already also explained you how to prevent this. We can do it now. We can just call these functions inside try catch block. We can also create a try and catch block for the factories. For example, if we are typing telephone, we don't have telephone or cell phone, or we can also throw some exception if we want to prevent this program to crash. Let me just we are calling the color. Let me write it inside try and catch block. Try, we'll use try, and we will just write if color 1 equals to null ptr. We will just throw some exception. We'll throw 0, and now here we will write a catch block, catch. We can write color doesn't exist, or color is not available. Color is not available. And of course we can do the same for the car. Now let me just format this source code a little. Now I think it is a better. Now we'll see if our program will crash. Color is not available, and it works great. We didn't test blue to see if blue will work properly. As you can see, painting in blue color, all colors works fine. And of course we can write gray. We don't have gray color, and color is not available. The same thing we can do for the car. We have BMW. As you can see, BMW create function. Let's write for Toyota. It works fine. Of course, now I can type Warburg. I don't have a Warburg and it will crash my program as the color is not available, but of course program will crash now because we have we called the function from the null ptr. Okay, if you want we can also use try and catch here. For example, if it's the same, if car1 equals to null ptr, we will just throw 0, and here we will write catch block, catch. We will just write car is not available. I have already explained you in the previous tutorial, but okay, for those who didn't watch, I will use try and catch block again. Let me format this a little. I think that it will work. We will see. As you can see, color is not available and car is not available, which works fine. And of course it's case sensitive. To how to prevent case sensitive, you can also check in my previous tutorial. I already also explained you how to prevent your program crashing the program when you are when your function returns null ptr. I really hope that you understand it, and if you like this tutorial, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. You can also follow me on Instagram. You will have a link in the description, and I will see you in the next tutorial.